Let's take a trip back to Chapter 1, Season 4. Oh, yes. This season officially released 4 years ago today, so happy anniversary to my personal favorite season. The main reason that I love this season so much is because it literally was the major starting point of the storyline, with the Visitor crashing into Dusty Depot and, of course, going on to launch his rocket. Man, what a time to be alive that was. Let me know in the comments if you played in that season and what you would rate it, and even if you didn't play, let me know what you would rate it based off of what you've heard and what you've seen. Yesterday on the channel, we uploaded a video talking about the Zero Shards, talking about some of that stuff and what might happen with the comics. Well, recently, Christos Gage, who is the main writer over at Marvel, who is collaborating with Donald Mustard over at Epic Games, went on to tell us some pretty concrete information about how Fortnite actually relates to the Zero War comics. So in regards to the origin of the Zero Shard, Gage says they wanted to replicate the idea of an Indiana Jones style quest for the artifact. In this case, the Zero Shard, a crystallized piece of the Zero Point itself that broke off and was drawn back to the Marvel Universe when Galactus was driven out of Reality Zero in the previous Marvel Fortnite crossover. Well, that sure debunks a lot of what we talked about in yesterday's video, but at the same time opens the door to other possibilities. If this shard has been in the Marvel Universe for that long, that is a bombshell. Just goes to show you everything is much deeper than it at first seems. Gage continues saying there was also discussion of what Fortnite characters would have good chemistry with the Marvel characters that we were using. So we have a very familiar Fortnite character in Jones, who we will be learning some previously unrevealed things about, and a pretty recently introduced character in the Imagined. Conversely, there are some Marvel characters appearing in Fortnite right now, like Moon Knight, who aren't in the comic at all. It really was just about the story and what serves it. Wrapping up regarding the storyline, he says there will be a few things that you see in both the game and the comic, mostly in our final issue. What happens in the game and comics are different fronts in the same war. Some questions about the game are answered in the comic and vice versa, though neither are required to follow the story in the other. So maybe the comics aren't as important as we thought, but they still seem to be pretty important as far as the storyline goes. It seems like the comics will have some unique stuff going on there with the plot that may or may not actually tie into the Fortnite Island, but there will at least be some definite crossovers, including us finding out previously unrevealed information about Jones as well as the Imagined, both of whom I would say are pretty vital characters to the storyline. And given the nature of the way the game is going right now in the midst of this war, it would not be shocking to get some sort of major bombshell, major reveal in some way, shape, or form. Marvel, along with Fortnite and Epic, have even gone ahead and released the first couple pages of these comics, and as you can see, pretty interesting stuff. I'm not going to claim to be some sort of comic guru who knows everything and like pick this apart like I would a Fortnite storyline, because there are some elements I don't even know about, but you can see pretty cool stuff. Huge shout out to Lego for helping with this. This seems like the perfect opportunity to introduce our first comment of the day from Ice Monkey. Oh, okay, I see what you did there. Have you noticed how the comic page of the MonsterVerse is robot? The background looks more like the Chapter 3 map compared to the Chapter 1, and it looks like they are fighting in the desert. As it relates to this scene in the Zero War trailer, one of two things are true. One, it's a flashback, or two, it's not. It's really just as simple as that. It either is a reflection of what's already happened, or what will or is happening. And to determine that, we can pause the video at the right time, and there, stop. You can see the terrain underneath this battleground looks extremely strange. I feel like that would be an area that we could recognize on a map if it had happened before, right? So let's take a look at the Chapter 1 Season 9 map. You can see a whole bunch of nostalgic areas, but I don't see anywhere that would actually fit the criteria for what this looks like. Okay, so it doesn't look like the Chapter 1 island. Well, what about our island right now? Let's take a look again. Does not look like there's any barren place like that with all those plateaus jutting out. Huh, okay, well, of course, this could be just nonsense. It could be literally just the artist's different version of it, right? Could mean absolutely nothing. But based on that, like, maybe this is happening outside of the Fortnite world? Like, maybe this whole storyline is going outside of the island and going to wherever these characters are in the Marvel Universe and fighting there. Like, that's possible. But then again, you look at the screen and the frame again, it looks like the ocean's out there, and it's not guaranteeing or confirming anything, but feels like this is also an island, so it's hurting my brain. Let me know what your thoughts are about this, because it's definitely really intriguing to think about. I can't believe I didn't think about that earlier. But take this, of course, just like everything else, with a grain of salt. This could be just nonsense, yet still intriguing. We know we're going to find out some info about the Imagined in this comic, but I think Jolene has a theory on what that is. Jolene says, I have a theory. If you look at the Imagined's description, it says that her past is the key to the future. So does that mean she was a part of the IO, or maybe even the former IO leader, but something might have happened to her, and she instead joined the Seven for some reason, and maybe that's why she's trying to figure out her past, to see if she can recall some plans the IO are making, so the Seven can try and stop the IO from using said plans. That's definitely possible, but to go back to what you mentioned about her description, her past being the key to the future, I fully believe that. I think the Imagine has something up her sleeve based on the way that she's talking to us, the Looper, and going behind the Origin's back and using the Paradigm's blueprint anyway, making the scientists do it. I think there's something really fishy with that, and be on the lookout for what happens next with the Imagined, and ultimately what is revealed to us about her and Jones through this Zero War comic. Last night we ran a couple gift customs over in my Discord server. Make sure to join if you haven't already. We ran a couple pickaxe onlys and a hide and seek.
Oh no, nope.
God,
nope,
Tony.
Oh, that's Tony. Great.
I'm just spinning around and shooting.
They're in the trees, knock them down.
And
I'm taking some hits here and there. Oh god. Oh god. Okay.
Oh,
that's
dear
me.
heavens. Why did I go back there? What the hell?
Oh.
This is the end
I
of the
don't even
street.
know
boys.
What if I win, lads?
I don't
That's
even
Tony.
know where the circle is. Oh my god.
I don't know what's happening.
Kale, win this and I'll give you a smooch.
Fight the incentive.
I haven't. I've still 2 wins, but no, Boring's got this. Boring has so got this.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Kale, you're a bozo.
Oh, there's
Shut up,
one more
Racer.
though. Who's
Oh,
the other?
Bub. The other's
Oh, Bubba?
Bubba
Okay.
does not stand a chance out healing that. There is no way
What's
he
the
does.
last-
Hey, we took 3rd and 4th, mate.
I took fifth. I took fifth.
I'm kind of mad I can't win one of these. Gabba was lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a
GG.
bozo.
The fact that the Zero Shard has been around ever since Galactus' event is crazy. Let me know what you think, and make sure to click on to another video, as well as hit me with that subscription if you're new. Thank you.